Just when you think you've done with one brand, it just comes back and completely surprises you. The Martian was a film that I kind of realized I knew would be a very good movie. Why is that? Because the source material is absolutely amazing. I started reading this before they announced that there was a film. Like, I think there was acknowledgement that they were going to make this into a film even before the book was released, but I didn't hear about it. So it was actually kind of funny because when I was reading this, I imagined it was either Matt Damon or a kind of English-speaking, North American Paul Bettany for some reason. So this book is fantastic, and the thing that's great about it is there's great science and there's great humor, and both of those translated into the film. That was something while as I was reading the book, I was seeing the humor and it's like, this is perfect for a movie. So when they announced that they were going to make it into a movie, it's like, oh, that's freaking fantastic. It has great tension, it has great humor, and it has great soul to it. That's something that Ridley Scott's films have been missing for quite some time. And the thing that's very interesting about this film is it's very reminiscent to his work with Matchstick Men. Matchstick Men was a film back in 2003, I believe, with Nicolas Cage, and that was a really good comedy. It was kind of out of left field for Ridley Scott because it wasn't an action epic or anything. It was a straight-up con film, and that was something I liked about it. And with The Martian, while there is a lot of effects, there's a lot of heavy science, it actually is a pretty simplistic story with a lot of great science and a lot of great characters and a lot of absolutely great humor. There was two jokes that I really hoped that would be in this film. One's at the very beginning and one's near the end, and both of them were in it, and I was very, very satisfied with that. Matt Damon does a great job as Mark Watney. He is perfect for the role because he's able to add that great blend of humor that's not just a humoristic character, a person who is genuinely funny, but he's using his humor to really hide his inner emotions, his inner fear. Because while he is a NASA astronaut and he is trained for absolutely terrible situations like this, it obviously cannot be easy for anyone to deal with that, and he takes it with his strides. That for every time that he comes to encounters an obstacle, he thinks about it and he's able to outmaneuver it. He's able to outthink it. Basically, not lose his shit like he did in Interstellar, and use his brain to figure out his issues. The whole film's underlying theme is that if you have a problem and you think about it and you commit to it, you can solve it. And that was something that was great about this film, which was kind of lacking a little bit from Interstellar, was the idea of humanity and a soul. Because Interstellar is about the wonder of film and the wonder of space. The Martian is about the wonder of what humans can do with space. And it was so well done, and the film did a really good job of keeping close to the book. There's a few things they didn't put in, but I can understand just for time-wise, for time budget. And the editing is so well done because the editing is very consistent and it's able to compact all this information very, very tightly. And we're still able to really genuinely get to know these characters in the very short time that we have. That's fantastic directing on Ridley Scott as well. But when I was saying about the editing, is there's one certain montage that's done in the film that basically compacts 2 chapters into 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. And that was amazingly well done. It was so well done in the disco music. The disco music is so good in this film too. Well, that's because, you know, it's funny. I think disco is awful, but at the same time I can't help but doing this to it. The Martian is a really good watch. The only complaint I could ever have with it is the ending. I'm not saying that the ending is bad, it's just they do something in the film that the book talked about doing, but the book, they say that's just stupid, we're not doing that. In the film they did it, and it looked kind of stupid. But the thing about the film is there was an epilogue to it, which was really good because I wanted that out of the novel, and it actually really compacts that theme. It really drives the theme home of what you can do with your mind and what you can do if you really think about it and try to solve your problem. So I'm going to give The Martian a 6 out of 7. I think it was a fantastic film. The only thing I can say is I would have been amazed if they could have screwed this up because the source material, like I said, is so freaking good. Andy Weir, fantastic book, and Jude Goddard did a great job of translating the book to the film. So anyway, guys, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this review. I will see you guys later.